Now time for the Senior Spotlight. I'm Brady Beedon. This week I am joined by Lane Potter. Lane, I know when I was around with you guys I had a blast with you, but it seems like time's gone by pretty quickly, even with the extra year. You got started quickly. Talk about how fast has it felt like since you got on campus?
Oh, it's flown by. I mean, I remember coming in 2017, just a wide-eyed boy coming in, and kind of got tossed into the mix right away. So that was really interesting. But just as the years have gone by, seeing players come and go, now I'm the old guy. So that's really kind of cool, just to be that leader in the locker room, kind of the mentor to the younger players, just kind of carrying the torch of some of the older guys that I played with.
Well, you definitely got thrown in the fire. You showed up, and most people tell you, "Oh, don't worry, you'll have time, usually a year to get your feet." No, you were going right away, playing on that offensive line, a very demanding spot. Talk about what it was like coming in as a true freshman and really having to be a big part of an offense.
Yeah, I think by far one of the biggest challenges, not only in my athletic career but as a person. There's a lot more to football than just playing. I mean, there's a big mental side to it. On top of coming into a college, you have class that you have to worry about, and performing on the field as well. So I kind of took it day by day, just getting better little by little, and taking the coaching from both the players and the coaches.
How has that experience helped you mentor some of the younger kids, knowing that you went through it and you went through it a lot worse than some other guys would have to, just, being expected to play like a junior or senior as a true freshman?
Same thing. I mean, I just kind of tell the younger guys, take it day by day. One thing that's really worked for me is just picking 3 things from film and kind of checking those off the list during the week, making sure I improve on those. That's one way to just kind of stay ahead of everything and not get too overwhelmed.
Your offensive line, you guys have been together for a while now. How much does that help knowing that, well, I know you guys are good friends outside of football as well, knowing that you have your friends and someone you can trust next to you on the line?
Yeah, it's a big chemistry thing. Looking back to 2017 when I came in, I didn't know anyone. So kind of had to make quick friends with people, build that trust and relationships. But now since we've been together for a couple years, it really helps just knowing that the guy next to you, he's there, he's got your back.
Being a West Side kid, how was it coming to Detroit? What did you think was going to happen, and how has it been different or the same to what you expected?
First off, I love being here. Coming from the West Side, it's a little bit smaller, more rural area. But I'd never look back. I love the opportunities here. I love the people. Obviously, I made friends for life. So, there's some things that I thought would happen, just meeting new people, meeting new ideas. But same thing, just living in a big city, kind of understood how to navigate, I guess.
What has been your favorite part about living in Detroit?
The biggest thing, probably just there's always something to do, whether it's hanging out with your friends, going to grab something to eat, or going to watch a Tigers game on a summer night, all those things. There's just always something to do around here, and that's what I love. Since
2017, Wayne State's campus has changed a whole heck of a lot. Talk about what you like about Wayne State and just what it was like when you came in as a freshman to now that you're about to leave, how much different it is.
The biggest thing that comes to mind is the weight room. That's recently been added. When I came in as a true freshman, we used to call it the dungeon. It was in the basement in some old squash courts, and I think we had 6 racks or something, and we were all piled in there. And now you look at the brand new facility, and it's beautiful. I mean, we can spread out, we can get our work done, and it's awesome. It's air conditioned. That's a big plus for me. Mm-hmm. And then just the campus is constantly changing. Renovating buildings. The new business school, that's great. I'm a business student, so getting the opportunity to learn in there is awesome.
What has been your favorite memory as a part of Wayne State football or just on Wayne State's campus in general?
There's always been big games, from the first start to beating Grand Valley, the Ashland overtime win. Those were all great games. But, honestly, just meeting friends, lifelong friends, getting to play with all these guys, I think that's the biggest takeaway that I'll have coming out of here.
One thing you mentioned was the business school and how you're very thankful the Mike Ilitch School of Business, a new thing. How nice is it living in Detroit and being able to make those connections? Because I know you got one of your internships, you got through a pretty interesting story.
Yeah, so one of the former players here, Justin Rao, kind of hooked me up with an internship at Rivian, and that was a great opportunity. And that's one of the reasons I came to Wayne State is because I knew Being in a big area, the automotive industry, there's a lot of opportunities for jobs, and that was one of the biggest reasons I came here.
All right, Lane, thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
That was the Senior Spotlight with Lane Potter. You are listening to Warrior Football on WDTK, The Patriot.